he used to make small things, like big situations, problems, he used to make them a joke, and he used to make us laugh, and he used to make... He was a fun person. No one hated my brother. No one had a problem with my brother. He was a lovable child. So who am I gonna talk to? That was my best friend. Who am I gonna talk to? Who's gonna tell me, chill, bro, chill? Yeah.
The lady in the video is Thomas Jr. Sithole's sister. She has just learned that she will never see her brother ever again. And next to her is her aunt. Next to her aunt is a journalist. All three of them are in tears because for the last 48 hours, they were searching for Thomas in the Vaal River until his body was found on Monday, 12 January. And the family is telling the journalist that Thomas was on a private boat cruise. He was with a group of friends. Thomas allegedly fell in the water. None of them say they saw anything. And then when they realized that he was not on the boat with them, not a single one of them allegedly called his parents to inform them for hours. And according to his family, the case was not even reported to the police for urgent help. And when the family finally arrived at the scene, none of his friends came to join the family in support until he was found. Instead, the boat skipper, who is a parent to one of the boys on the boat, got himself a lawyer. And no one really knows why he had to get a lawyer so urgently. While the family has not even started grieving, this is the heartbreaking story of Thomas Jr. Sithole. Welcome to True Crime with me, Julia. On this channel, we're looking into true crime cases that have happened in South Africa. This case broke over the weekend, and then on Monday, January 12, Thomas's body was found in the river. It was requested by one of us here, Ubusim Tetwa, this morning. Thank you so much, Sisi, for turning our attention to the story and for making sure that we do our best to keep Thomas' story in the discourse. We have relied on news reports, a police statement, and a statement by the skipper. He released a statement through his lawyers. For this story, we have also relied heavily on Thomas's family's account of events. So let's all keep that in mind, that this story is based on allegations as it stands. Let us get into the story.
We feel that something is very fishy here because I only received a call from my daughter's friend and she was not part of those kids. So she told me that someone called her that my child is missing. So we were shocked to hear that because we didn't even receive a single call from those kids.
Thomas's family says he is social. They say he's the life of the party. And when he enters a room, you know he is here. They say he loved people and he was loved by people. They say he was funny. His sister says he had a way of making funny accents that cracked her up all the time. She also calls him their parents' hope. She says he was the family's golden boy, and his parents put a lot of hope in him, especially this year because he was in matric. Everyone at home was looking forward to this year in particular and seeing how he will do at the end of the year. And then watch him make his way to varsity. They were all excited for him. He is a learner at her school, Driehoek. This is where he attends with most of his friends. They are a large group of friends and they normally do group excursions. He would leave home and say he was going to visit his friends, and they would go camping and also do a lot of private boat cruises. On Tuesday, Thomas left home and told his family that he was going to a friend's for a visit, and that would be the last time they see him. According to his family, Thomas and his friends went on a private boat cruise on Friday, 9 January on the Vaal River. They were there for a while, and this is where Thomas was last seen alive. They say they were not informed of anything that was amiss at the cruise. And then the next morning, the family got a call from a friend of Thomas's sister, who was not even on that cruise. They say she told them that Thomas was missing. This was on Saturday morning around 8 a.m. Thomas's father says the boat skipper said they opened a case at the Vanderbijl Park police station. However, when the family went to the police station, there was no such a case that has been opened. The family also said they were given conflicting accounts of what happened, and the boat the group was allegedly on was missing at the scene, and the family that Thomas had visited was not there to show remorse or support that the son was lost.
The incident happened on Friday, I think around 5 o'clock to something to 6 o'clock, and I only received a call Saturday around 8:30. So, yes, ma'am.
So was the case opened maybe by one of the, as we understand that there was someone that was responsible for the miners when this happened?
Yes, the boat driver told us that the case has been opened at Vanderbilt Park. But when we went there was nothing like that. Until, as a family, we went there until 1:30 midnight. Yeah, 1:30. That's when we opened the case.
Thomas's family was joined by their relatives. They camped by the Vaal River for 2 days while looking for him. On Monday, 12th January, while the divers were busy searching another area of the river, the family say they saw Thomas's body floating towards them.
Are hantle as a family, bobane ana re qeta ho fihla re bone ngwana a trona mane a liwane, and then batho ba di divers ba monka ka realize okay Junior ha sa phela, so re hloka dikarabo ho bakgotsi ba hore ho etsetse jwang Junior a wele ka metsing, and hobaneng a hlaya in that side ba itse o etse monana, so re hloka dikarabo ho bakgotsi ba re hlalosetsa ho etsetseng ka Junior. And a lot of Junior o etse jwang ka metsi because Junior o tseba ho swima, so re batla ba re hlalosetsa o etsetseng ka Junior.
Now, a lot of versions of what allegedly happened on that boat has been shared on social media. A lot of people have been sitting with the family and suspecting foul play and saying that the version of events does not make sense and that it is suspicious that Thomas's family was not informed and that a case was not opened by the time the family arrived. Now, the skipper released a media statement on Monday, 12th January, shortly after Thomas was found. So whether he consulted with the lawyer before or after it was confirmed that Thomas had passed on or that his body was found is something that we are not sure of. But he did consult with the lawyer and they released a statement on his behalf. In the statement, he states what happened on that boat according to him. According to the statement, Thomas was with a group of friends and the skipper on Friday. They boarded the boat at around 1 p.m. for a leisure outing. It was stated that all required safety protocols for inland watercraft were followed and that the skipper was licensed, he was qualified, and he was experienced. At approximately 4:30 p.m., the group arrived at a well-known restaurant along the Vaal River. This is where Thomas and other passengers disembarked to go buy food. The skipper remained on the boat. A jet ski, operated by another skipper and carrying a passenger, accompanied the boat. At about 5:30 p.m., the passengers, including Thomas, all returned from the restaurant. 2 people then left on the jet ski, while the remaining passengers boarded the boat, which departed for the original launch site so both crafts could be removed from the river. While en route, a female passenger from the group requested to change places with one of the jet ski passengers. Both the boat and the jet ski stopped while they exchanged. Shortly after, someone in the group informed the skipper that Thomas was no longer on the boat. A head count was immediately conducted, confirming that he was indeed missing. None of the passengers say they saw Thomas leave the boat, and he was last seen seated at the back of the boat, which they say is 6.4 meters or 21 foot long. An immediate search was conducted in the area where the exchange took place, as well as along the shoreline. After confirming that Thomas was not on shore, the skipper says he contacted the sub's water wing within 25 minutes of realizing that Thomas was no longer on the boat. The incident was formally reported at the Vanderbilt subs, he says. According to the statement, while the police were interviewing the skipper, the mother of one of the passengers attempted to contact Thomas's parents, who were only reached later that evening. The skipper and other passengers returned to the scene on Saturday. In his statement, he says he conveyed their condolences to Thomas's parents and provided full statements to the police. According to the statement, a body believed to be Thomas's was recovered from the Vaal River on Monday. The skipper's lawyer urged the public to refrain from making uninformed comments on social media, stating that speculation hinders both the investigation and the grieving process. He added that Thomas was house friends with him and his family, and that his disappearance and death are traumatic for both families. The skipper has committed to full cooperation with the police and the South African Maritime Safety Authority. So in another article by Sedibeng Star newspaper, Thomas's answer: the family is hurt, heartbroken, and traumatized by the incident.
All of them, we were told different stories. So that's why we are not satisfied. We feel like something we don't know has been done. Yes, that's our take on this matter. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Who would you like the police to question about this matter?
All of them. the elder, even those boys, all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Let's actually get to speak to maybe, one of the friends. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. It must be a difficult time for you, understanding that you have lost a friend. Where are the other ones that were in that boat?
The two are camping and the others at the home, and Dave is here. I don't know where's the rest.
Thank you very much for your time. Let's also bring in an aunt just to get a sense of what do you, at this moment, what are you feeling? You've seen the CCTV footage as the family. Are you satisfied with balancing the story that has been told and the footage?
Not really. Mine is a concern of the stories changing. Most importantly, them telling us or telling the family a day later about the child missing. I think that's where the problem is, and that's where we think foul play is. The biggest question I've been asking is, where is this boat? Because we are not seeing any boat. We are not seeing the family that was there to even show remorse that the child is lost. The fact that the other children that were there decided to go on camping is quite telling. And there's a lot of stories, but we would leave that to the police to investigate.
They add that when he was found, Thomas had what appeared to be a wound on the back of his head. The family does not believe that Thomas drowned because they say he was a really good swimmer. As it stands, his body has been sent for an autopsy, and a lot more would be revealed then. And the question remains, what really happened on that boat? Why was the family informed so late? And why do the versions of events keep changing? And why were condolences sent to his family before he was even declared dead or before he was even found? As the investigations continue, one thing remains clear. His family will not rest until the truth is known. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this case? Please let us know in the comments. Please stay safe. I will see you on the next one.